And welcome back to TS Talk Sport. Just doing a preview ahead of our Premier League game against Crystal Palace. Surprisingly, 17 games in the league, only two positions separate us, and only 1 point. We're only 1 point ahead of them, and it goes to show that we're on some good run of form at the moment. But obviously, our performances, I think around October, November times were relatively shocking, and bearing that in mind, we're still not that far off, the top positions in the league. And, this is a game which the Crystal Palace definitely have the players that can cause us issues. You look at the likes of Eze, the goal he scored in, the last Premier League game, Zaha, and they're definitely a team that will, try and hit us on the break. And we got to ensure to not allow them many opportunities like that. And, especially a player like Zaha will want to prove a point. He's spoken a few times about how close he was to signing for the club in that summer window, which the club in the end chose to go out there and sign Nicola Pepe. So, I think, we're on a good run of form at the moment. Obviously, Palace won their last Premier League game, but then lost their FA Cup game against Wolves. And, we know they're going to go for it. You look at performances they've had against certain big teams. Yeah, I know of recent they got slapped by Liverpool, but they beat Man United earlier on in the league, and they'll be confident coming to the Emirates. They'll understand that we're in some good form, but they'll feel that if they can play a similar way to kind of how Spurs did when we played Spurs at their stadium, wherever it was about a month or so ago, whether they can try and get into positions where, they're sitting back and they can hit us on the counter. They're going to definitely try to do that. And, we've got to watch out for that because, like I said, the players I mentioned, Zaha, Eze, those guys, they're on smoke, to say it nicely. And if we give them any, opportunities, any silly errors, they are likely to capitalise. But, I'm confident we're going to get a result in this game. I'm going to go over a score prediction of 3-1. Hopefully it can be 3-0 or 2-0. We get that clean sheet. But, I think that's I can definitely see a win. It's just whether it's a struggle win or a very easy, composed win. That's what it's going to come down to. So for me, getting into that starting 11, in goal, Bernd Leno, and God forbid something happens between now and the game, then it's going to be Arthur Okonkwo, who's the young goalkeeper who's actually started training with the first team, and that kind of says it all. Matt Macey's gone, and the latest reports is that the club want to send Runarsson on loan, and truth be told, I'd probably terminate his contract there and then and say, look, man, you got to go. But, not to be harsh on the lad, but in goal, Bernd Leno, that's a very easy decision to make. Into the back four, obviously this is where Arteta's actually got some decisions to make. Gabriel's available now. Mary's been playing well. So it'll be interesting to see what he would do. For me, I'm going to go Bellerin right back. I'm going to stick with Holden and Mary at centre half, and then Tierney left back. I feel, those guys are doing the job at the moment. Cedric didn't do nothing at the weekend to prove as to why he should be starting. I'd stick with that back four. Going into the midfield, obviously Thomas Partey, he's back in full training, he's ready, and I'd put him in there. I'm going to put Partey in there with Granit Xhaka. I think Xhaka looked good when he came on against Newcastle in the FA Cup. And obviously it was his pass that the pre-assist, as they like to call it, for Aubameyang's goal. So I think Partey and Xhaka will be a good pivot to go with in this game. Just in front of them, we know who that's going to be. That's the main man, the man of the moment, Emile Smith-Rowe. And, each game he plays, he's looking better and better. Obviously, you don't want to put too much pressure on the kid. And, you know, we don't want to have to rely on him. But at the moment, he's come in and he's doing a job. And that's all you can ask for of him. So, you know, I'll go with Emile Smith Rowe in that 10 role. Off that left-hand side, I'm going to go with Aubameyang. Hopefully he can get another goal in this game. You know, obviously got a goal in the last game, but I think he needs another goal in this game just to kind of help him get over this whole, you know, lack of goals he's had of recent. And hopefully it'll help him psychologically. You know, of recent, well, for quite a while, he's not quite looked the same. He's looked like something's going on. And hopefully the quicker he can overturn that, the better. And, you know, we can get him back on that free-flowing goal scoring that he had last season. So I'm going to go with him on that left-hand side. On the right-hand side, it's the other man at the moment, Bukayo Saka. You know, where can't the lad play? You know, and broke into the side for a period of time. Had to play left back, left wing back. Done the job. You know, predominantly a left winger. He can do a job there. Recently been playing off that right wing, and you know he's basically told Pepe and Willian, you know, like either fix up or F off because this is my spot. And you know he's undroppable at the moment. You know, you cannot drop Saka at the moment, and I understand why he was rested on Saturday, but obviously had to be brought off the bench. But for me, he starts on that right hand side, and then up top, it's the main man, Lacazette. You know, he's lost that name tag people call him for a while, including myself, of lack of threat. You know, he's banging the goals in. He's link up play with the likes of Saka, Smith Rowe, and obviously Martinelli when he was in the side was fantastic. And I think we're going to need that again in this game. And, you know, he definitely deserves to start the game. So, yeah, like I said, I feel, you know, we'll win the game in the end. I'm going to go with a score prediction of 3-1. But, you know, Palace are definitely going to try hit us on the counter-attack and, you know, probably from set pieces, and we can't allow them to do that. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. That's my preview and score prediction for this game against Crystal Palace. Obviously, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you haven't already done so, go hit that subscribe button now. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.